Hello, everyone. Continuing the topic of people's appearances. Now we're on to lesson 97, where their figure is also included. So last time it's mostly about their facial features, but now it's about the figure of the body as well. Let's go ahead and get started. We are on the first dialogue about two women talking about a guy. Let's see what they have to say.
Ты представляешь, вчера видела нашего одноклассника, этого, Сашку Маркова. Он так изменился.
Правда? Он всегда был таким красивым, спортивным, стройным. Ты помнишь, он во всех соревнованиях побеждал. А какие у него были волосы! Я даже была влюблена в него в 5 классе.
Ну так вот, он сейчас совсем другой. Если бы ты встретила его на улице, никогда бы не узнала. Он потолстел, полысел, весь какой-то неопрятный, с бородой. По-моему, он даже выпивать начал.
Да ладно! Сашка? Наш красавчик? Не поверю. А что с ним случилось?
Говорят, его бросила жена и забрала все имущество, квартиру, машину, дачу. Даже с детьми не разрешает видеться. Вот он и запил с горя.
Ужас! Вот так всегда. И почему таким мужчинам не везет? Но Сашка лысый. Не могу себе представить. И толстый.
Да уж, это жизнь.
Oh, it's kind of sad. Okay, so...
Ты представляешь, вчера видела нашего одноклассника.
Imagine, yesterday I saw our одноклассника, our classmate from school.
Этого, Сашку Маркова.
Well, it was Sashka Markova.
Он так изменился.
He's changed so much.
Правда?
Really?
Он всегда был таким красивым, спортивным, стройным.
So he was sportinem and stroinem. He was always so handsome, sporty and thin.
Ты помнишь, он во всех соревнованиях побеждал.
You remember he won all the competitions.
А какие у него были волосы!
Волосы. And what hair he had.
Я даже была влюблена в него в 5 классе.
I even fell in love with him in the 5th grade, in the 5th class, which means 5th school year.
Ну так вот.
Well, here's the thing.
Он сейчас совсем другой.
Now he's completely different.
Если бы ты встретила его на улице, никогда бы не узнала.
If you saw him now outside, no one would recognize him.
Он потолстел, полысел, весь какой-то неопрятный.
Он потолстел. He became fat. Полысел. He became bald. And kind of unkempt.
С бородой.
С бородой. With beard.
По-моему, он даже выпивать начал.
As far as I'm concerned, or in my opinion, he even started drinking.
Да ладно! Сашка?
Really? Sashka?
Наш красавчик?
Наш красавчик? Our beautiful man, or our handsome man.
Не поверю.
I can't believe it.
А что с ним случилось?
And what happened to him?
Говорят, его бросила жена.
It is said that his wife left him.
И забрала все имущество, квартиру, машину, дачу.
And she took everything, the apartment, the car, the dacha.
Даже с детьми не разрешает видеться.
He's not even allowed to see his children.
Вот он и запил с горя.
And he took to drowning his sorrows with drink.
Ужас! Вот так всегда.
How terrible. It's always like that.
И почему таким мужчинам не везет?
Why do such men... why does it go that way with such men?
Но Сашка лысый.
But Sashka... bald.
Не могу себе представить.
I can't imagine it.
И толстый.
And fat.
Да уж, это жизнь.
Yeah, that's life. I can't imagine him bald and fat. Well, жаль, очень жаль. Okay, and considering the sorrows, here we have two. Maybe this is one. Well, no, neither of these guys are bald. So I was going to say maybe one of these guys is the guy they were just talking about, but no, these are two different guys. Just drinking, just having a drinking night, talking about sad things.
Что с тобой?
Да, представляешь, вчера в магазине увидел свою бывшую девушку.
И что? Ты же ее бросил полгода назад.
Ну да, но она так изменилась.
Подурнела? Я говорил, она совсем не симпатичная.
Наоборот, такая красивая. Она похудела, стала брюнеткой.
Покрасилась? Из натуральной блондинки в брюнетку? Не понимаю.
Занимается фитнесом, такая стройная.
Да сейчас все занимаются. И что?
Она теперь так одевается. Юбки, никаких брюк и джинсов. Такая женственная и такая счастливая.
Ну и что? Я не понимаю, что с тобой? Ты жалеешь, что вы расстались?
Ну, не знаю. И еще она сказала, что через неделю выходит замуж. За тебя.
За меня? Она сказала?
Это правда?
Ну да, правда.
Oh dear, the regrets that you just can't get rid of.
Что с тобой?
What's with you? It's funny that they use literally the same phrasing in Russian. What's with you?
Да, представляешь, вчера в магазине увидел свою бывшую девушку.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Yesterday in the store, I saw my former girlfriend.
И что?
So what?
Ты же ее бросил полгода назад.
You already broke up a half year ago, so 6 months ago.
Ну да, но она так изменилась.
Так, изменилась. Well, yeah, but she's changed so much.
Подурнела?
Did she become ugly?
Я говорил, она совсем не симпатичная.
I said she's not nice at all.
Наоборот,
Наоборот. On the contrary.
такая красивая.
So beautiful.
Она похудела, стала брюнеткой.
Она похудела, стала брюнеткой. Брюнеткой. Stella brunetkoi. So she lost weight, became a brunette,
Покрасилась?
dyed, like she dyed her hair.
Из натуральной блондинки в брюнетку? Не понимаю.
From a natural blonde to a brunette? I don't understand.
Занимается фитнесом, такая стройная.
Такая стройная. She does fitness. She's so thin.
Да сейчас все занимаются.
Yeah, so now everyone is doing that. Everyone's doing fitness.
И что?
So what?
Она теперь так одевается.
And now she dresses like that.
Юбки, никаких брюк и джинсов.
She wears skirts, not pants or jeans.
Такая женственная и такая счастливая.
Такая женственная и такая счастливая. So feminine and so cheerful or so happy.
Ну и что? Я не понимаю, что с тобой?
Well, so what? I don't understand what's with you.
Ты жалеешь, что вы расстались?
Do you regret that you broke up? Or do you regret, yeah.
Ну, не знаю.
Well, I don't know.
И еще она сказала, что через неделю выходит замуж.
And she also said that in a week she's getting married.
За тебя.
За тебя. With you.
За меня?
With me.
Она сказала?
She said that?
Это правда?
Is it true?
Ну да, правда.
Well, yeah, it's true. Oh dear. Two very, well, I was going to say two very sad men, but actually one very sad man and one guy who is probably less unhappy about how things went. So yeah, topic, appearance, face. I'm not going to read all these, but yeah, basic body parts. Ruka is funnily enough both hand and arm, I believe, and naga is yeah the legs. Let's see the full list here. Yeah, actually not that much here, but what there is here is probably good to know, I guess. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a very gosh, this guy has very significant features, very pronounced features, but I guess they kind of had to draw him that way to know what answers you expect to give. So, what does this gentleman have? Это был очень something человек. So he was a very thin man, or the opposite? Was he a very fat man? Well, he's a very thin man. Очень худой. Его нос был, so his nose was short or long. He has a very long nose. Look, check out that nose. That's like super. His nose is like half his face. Very long nose. Он был something усами. So he had a mustache. His mustache is short or long. Again, the mustache is quite long. Длинными усами. Его руки и ноги были очень... So his arms and legs... We don't see his legs, actually. We don't see his nogi, but his ruki, his arms look very thin. So again, I'm going to say хуdim, not full, but very thin arms. Из-за того, что он был слишком, and due to the fact that he was too something, он постоянно горбился. So because he was too something, he was always hunched over. So is it because he was too tall or too short? Well, I guess if you're too tall, you're always hunched over. So высоким. Yes, because he's so tall, he's always hunched over. There you go. Okay. So here we have an exercise kind of like last time. Again, we have, I believe, five pictures. So this time, what do we have? We have this same athletic-looking gentleman, this time with a soccer ball or football. A slightly older gentleman with a beard standing in front of a building. I guess an athletic-looking... Oh, this is the guy from... We saw this guy in a previous dialogue, didn't we? This is the guy who got attacked, or went to the police and claimed he got attacked, wearing a purple jacket of some kind. A somewhat younger and aristocratic-looking fellow, and once again, we have just one woman. So it should be fairly obvious which one the woman is, if there is, in fact, a woman in these texts. So let's see what's going on here. So, это были высокие there's no audio for this. No, we just have to read. Okay. Худощавый человек с тонкими руками. So he was a tall, thin man with thin arms. Его длинные пальцы нервно теребили пальто. His long fingers nervously, I guess, fidgeted with his coat. И сам он весь был какой-то неуверенный, and somehow he seemed, or somehow he was insecure or unsure, nervous. Из-за того он постоянно горбился и казался ниже. And because of this, he hunched over and looked shorter. Его голова всегда были наклонены на бок. His head was always leaning off to one side or tilted to the side, как будто он прислушивался к чему-то, as if he was listening to something. Okay, so who could that be? Obviously not the woman, obviously not this guy. Could be this guy. Could be this guy. Probably this guy. Yeah, his head is yeah, because his head is yeah. He's doing that funny thing with his head. I'm guessing it's probably number four. Okay, this is probably number four. Okay, this one is much shorter. What does this one say? Он занимался спортом, и поэтому у него была отличная фигура и прямая спина. So, very obviously, he played sports and therefore had a great figure and a straight back. Okay, gotta be this guy, gotta be number one. Very easy, very straightforward. Okay, and a slightly longer text, but not that long. Он был среднего роста, можно даже сказать невысокий. He was of middling height. You could even say short. Его прямая спина и спортивная фигура говорила о занятии спортом, а чуть кривые ноги выдавали в нем футболиста. His straight back and sportsman's figure spoke of playing sports, but a little bit crooked legs showed that he was, or showed in him, a footballist, a football player. И ходил он всегда так, and he always walked in such a way, как будто в любую минуту мог отдать пас или принять мяч, as if at any moment he might give or take the ball. Okay, probably not this guy. He doesn't look very athletic. I guess then that's this guy. He looks kind of like he was an athlete, kind of like a slightly older guy, but maybe who used to play soccer. I'm guessing this is number three. Oh? Okay. I got one of these wrong. Well, let's see. The text, I'm pretty sure I understood the text correctly. So what did they actually want? What did they say? Let's see. So oh, I see. Okay. That's interesting. So for the second one here, where it just said he did sports and therefore had a very good figure and a straight back, I thought that would be this guy, but no, apparently it's actually this guy. It's number two. Okay, well, this guy could also play sports, but I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, yeah, okay, he has a straight back, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily. Okay, well, okay, I was wrong. So this guy is actually number two, and then number three is actually number one. There we go. That's what they were angling for. Okay, there you go. We understood the text just didn't quite match, or I didn't quite match them to the right people. Fair enough. I just didn't associate this guy with an athlete. He looks to me, I mean, okay, this guy's wearing a kind of a sports jacket, and this guy has a soccer ball. This guy is dressed more like a college professor, but obviously the clothes you wear doesn't make you athletic, so, or don't make you athletic. So, I mean, this guy could play sports and just be wearing a, just a sweater, and I mean, just might happen to be well dressed, but still an athlete. All right, last one. So this is an audio clip, and then we have 8 questions to answer. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here.
Как я рос. Когда я был маленьким, я очень часто болел. Мама переживала, что я рос хилым ребенком, и поэтому родители отдали меня в бассейн. Мне нравилось плавать, и я с удовольствием занимался в бассейне 3 раза в неделю. Даже выигрывал соревнования по плаванию. Моя спина стала прямой, у меня появились мускулы. Я перестал болеть. В 11 лет мой отец сказал, что я слишком низкий, и мне надо подрасти. Он отдал меня в баскетбольную секцию. Мне нравился баскетбол, и я с радостью начал ходить туда. Через несколько лет я стал высоким, подвижным и быстро бегал. Но однажды папа посмотрел на меня и сказал, что я высокий, но худой. Он посоветовал мне позаниматься бодибилдингом. Я начал качаться. У меня появились большие мышцы. После школы я хотел поступить в музыкальное училище, потому что я очень люблю петь. Но на экзамене преподаватели испугались меня и не приняли. Мне было очень грустно, я не знал, что делать. И тут один старый профессор сказал мне: «Я вижу, что вы, молодой человек, неплохо поете и дружите со спортом. Почему бы вам не поступить в военное музыкальное училище?» Я так и сделал. Теперь я солист военного хора. А в свободное время люблю поплавать, поиграть в баскетбол и позаниматься со штангой.
Okay, so I don't think this is a real person. I don't think it's some famous Russian figure. It's just some fictional fellow relating his life story. So, very good. So, Mama переживала, что мальчик рос something ребенком. So, Mama was worried that the boy was growing up to be a what child? He was growing up to be a Hitrim child, a Hitler child? No, just joking. A sly child, a helium child, a like a fragile child, or a chromium child, like a I don't know, crippled or lame child. I guess yeah, she was worried he was going to be frail, healing. Родитель отдала ребенка. So the parents took the child to bobsleigh, to a bobsled, badminton, or bassein, to a swimming pool. The answer was they took him to a swimming pool. Okay, когда мальчику было 11 лет, его отец сказал, что ребенок слишком. So when the boy was 11 years old, his father said that the child is too умный, too intelligent, too низкий, too short, or too толстый, too fat. Низкий is the answer here. The father said the child is too short. Okay. Мальчик записала, so the child signed up, or the boy signed up for basketball, gandball, handball, or volleyball. The answer there was he signed up for basketball, even though he was short, which is logically goes together with basketball, I guess. Not really, but okay. Потом отец сказал, что мальчик... So after that, the father said that the boy сутулый, hunched over, худой was thin, or тонкий, also thin. The father said that the boy was худой. He had a slim figure. Папа посоветовал заняться, so the father said, or the father advised to do team building. Team building. I like how they've just taken this directly from English. Team building. Team building. Aqua aerobics, or bodybuilding. These are all just like literally taken directly from English. Team building and bodybuilding. Bodybuilding was advised to him. После школы он хотел поступить. So after school, he wanted to go to военное училище, military instruction, музыкальное училище, musical instruction, or военно-музыкальное military music school. Well, the answer there was he wanted to go to music school, not military music school, specifically, just music school. And finally, сейчас он, so now he is известный спортсмен, a famous athlete, известный музыкант, famous musician, or soloist военного хора, a soloist in the military choir. And that's the last one. He is a soloist in the military choir. And there you go. That was lesson 97. All right, so let's just quickly go through the dialogues again. So here's the first dialogue about the beautiful man in school who became fat and bald. The second dialogue about the guy who met his ex-girlfriend and realized that he still likes her and that she's marrying his friend in a week. That, and then this guy with his long, very thin features. And then, yeah, the three things here. So this one was pretty straightforward. I mixed these two up. I got confused on the second and the third one, but these are the correct answers. And finally, the correct answers for the young man whose father was concerned that he was too short and told him to get into basketball as a consequence, because basketball makes you taller. I realize that that's not exactly what he said. I'm twisting the story around slightly for humorous purposes. That's not actually what he said in the story. But anyway, these are the correct answers. And that was it. That was lesson 97. We'll see you next time for lesson 98. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.